Corey Lottery Man revealed 3 powerful lottery strategies that works, okay, in 2025. These techniques are perfect for players who want to win the pick four, hit the jackpot, and finally understand how to pick the lottery number that actually hit. If you are serious about winning, these lottery strategies are your secret weapon. Learning my up and down pick four system, find out how lottery winners think. Don't miss the tips that made me a pick four winner. Okay? That's what you want to know. Know how to pick these pick four numbers, my friends. And here on the Corey Lottery Man, and first, I want to show you a few states, starting with my own state, Illinois, right here. Okay, and the first number right there, my friend, is 8947. Okay, it's 8947 is the number I want to show you. See that number? This was a number that came out yesterday in Illinois. So we going directly right through the cabin front and going right to the throat. Okay, now this is the whole thing right there. Monday, July 28th, 2025. Okay, so that was the number 8947. You turn that number around for 789. Okay, and you got here the number that it actually came out. The day was July 7th, 2025. That was a 4797. It was an evening number for this number 4789. Okay, so, and that's me twisting around the numbers. That's all. Okay, now let's look at an evening number that came out yesterday. 1511 was the evening number. And here, my friends, was the date when the number actually came out. 116 was the evening number, February 3rd, 2025. And this is part of my one up and one down. And you can see the one up on this number. Okay, so you could put that 1115. That's how it be in regular form right there. Okay, so then see how that number is. So that was like a regular form number, really. So, and that was in the evening number, my friends. And then that's all you had to do is turn that number back around. Okay, and that would have been for July 28th. It would have been 5 months. But yeah, it took a long time, but you finally came up and you know, one of these numbers, man. So I look at it like this. If you want to, man, you put your numbers down, right? Say like this number 4789, right? Okay, to get this number 47974. So 4789, I will first do this, man. So you'll put down the first number down, 478. And for this 9 right here, you just put a 0, right? So the next number you put 4, and that's one number up. One number down, 478, and then you put this number down, 8. Then you go with your next number, man. You put down 47, right? And then you put down 7, right? And then the last number 9 right here, leave right there, and then you come up with the next number. It'd be 4, 7, right, and 9, 7, right? I mean 9, 9. So with that, and then you come up with this number. What was to be the last number? Probably. Let me see. One. We did about 2 of them right now. Then we did the 9, right? Did this 9. We did this 8, and then we go to the 7. Okay. So you put your number over here. Not trying to cross reference where the number should be at. It'd be 4680. 89. And then you got 4889, right? And then once you do it again, you go to this, and it will be 3, right? 789. And then you got your last number 5789. See what I'm saying? And then what number came up for this number right here? Okay, we just seen it. 4797 would have been this number you would have had. So it's like 8 numbers, right? But the thing is, you can just play one number, one single number. See that? One single number, and you can still catch, man. It might take a little time. So every month, say if you once you first see the numbers, this is why we trying to say first you want to see the numbers. So you put your first 8 numbers down. You don't play no numbers at all, right? You just put your numbers down, but you don't play no numbers, and you just watch every day on the TV screen, or you ain't gonna see nothing on TV screen now. You gotta watch it on the internet, or go to lottery post, man, and see what's going on, and then that's all you do. Every single day, you see those 8 numbers, man. You just say, hey, let me see which one don't come out. They don't ever show up for 30 days. They haven't showed up for 60 days. That means if they haven't showed up for 90 days, they haven't showed up for how many days? 120, 150 days. Like this number right here. It took about 150 days before this number even actually showed up, man. So the longer the numbers don't show up, the more money you get, man. I'm just using that as a fact. Because look, say 30 days go past, right? So you play $1. This is what you could actually do, man. Play that $1, 30 days. You know what I'm saying? You got 8 numbers there. That's if you want to go for the throat for 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Because that's quite a bit you want to play. But if that's how you are, you want to just gamble for your money, you go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But here, if you want to, man, you can just play this $1, 2 days, and then wait until the numbers come out. But first thing you want to do, man, I would do is put these first 8 numbers down, okay? Because you're not no professional gambler yet. And just watch the numbers, man. Not to play the numbers. I know you don't get mad if once the number do show up, but then you don't know if it's gonna come out in the evening time or it's gonna come out in the midday time. So you got your 8 numbers down there. So for some reason you guessed it was July the 7th number. You know what I'm saying? Because that number never showed up. And then you played your number from that July 7th up to this July the 28th, 2025 number, you would have won, right? So that's what we talking about. Just seeing but the method here, man. So $30, man, you playing for $1. And then after if number didn't show up, then you play how much? You playing 60. It's just like you're almost playing double your money, $2. So the number didn't show up 90 days, 3. Okay, and this is why we talking about $1. 4, and then you go 120 days, and it's 4 months, that's $4. And then if the number haven't showed up in 5 months, at least $150, right? And that's a total of 5 months, right? So if you win, you're going to win 500. You're going to win a total of $500. Okay, this is how much you're going to win: $500 out of $5, right? Now, if you win, what we always like is that you win how much money we really want you to win. We want you to win the 2,500, but if you actually caught the 2,500, you're not going to just catch 2,500. You want to catch 2,500 times 5, because just how many times you played. You played about 5 times, so you get about 5. How many? 5 straights. Okay, so when you play your money, you play $5, right? So each one is 50, right? So that's $5, and you're going to get this much money. Okay, so this is how much money you actually going to hit your number at this much. So that's $12,000, $500, right? Times the 500 you want to get. It's gonna be this much money that we're going to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? $13,000. So we just adding up how much money it would be if you caught one number straight. Okay. So here, even though we looking at adding up stuff, man, we always want to say like this number 115, man. How long that would have took? That would have took us almost anywhere February the 3rd when the number actually showed up. And it was an even number 116, and it would have took us this long before we would have actually called. So this is adding up your money right here. And if you actually would have kept your number, you keep that number informed like this, 115, and you caught this number informed like this, and you win some big money, man. That's why sometimes in the form, sometimes you might like it, and then sometimes these kind of numbers like this, you would like to keep it informed. You know what I'm saying? So let's look up some more other stuff, man. So you might see me saying, hey, man, you already had strategy, already had your numbers down. But this is not my understanding. Let's go to another state, man. Let's really get so, and this is Indiana, right? So let's look to see why we jotted down. We would put that number in form, it'd be 115, right? 115, right? Okay, so let's see, can we find another 115, right? We're looking straight down, my friend, right now. Let's see, can we find another 115 number? Yeah, what matches that number? Yeah, all fives too one day, huh? And this is Indiana numbers, you know, so, so, yeah, we really jotting down the, really looking down on the numbers, man. It could be a little wild here on this one. 115, right? And 115, right? 3 1s and a 5, right? And look what we look at right there. We see June 18th, 2 1s, a 0, and a 5. We said 115, right? One number up and one number down, right? And what do we got here? That's a number down. That's a number down. June 18th is an even number. So this is where 115 come from at this 1105 June 18th. Now let's go all the way back up and see where we see. That's why we put our numbers in form so we can see this. There was a midday number 1155. You know what I'm saying? So see how we just picked the number right out of the batch and it's funky, right? Okay. It's a July 28th number, right? Okay, and the one we seen was the evening number, right? It's the evening number, and let me see. Let's just look back a little bit again to find out in the evening number. What day was that in the evening number that we seen, right? Because we always like to be so gentle about everything, right? Oh, that was back in June too. Okay, that was June 18th. So we seen here with June 18th. Took a little while before the number actually came out. So that's Wednesday, June 18, 2025. Okay, so this is where we at. Okay, now the number we seen not too long ago in Indiana. Let's go back up here and see. It was 2056. So then we put our number in form. What it would be 0256, right? 0256. So we would have been going to almost 6 months before we got our money did, right? So here, 0256, right? Let's see what we find. 0256. So we need a number of 0256. 0256. So yeah, can we find a 0256 Indiana? And then we be out of here, my friends, for the day. Okay, so far. Okay, Sarah. Okay, 0256 was a repeat number. And this is what we always talk about. There's a repeat number that comes out as well. So sometimes you can just stay on your number and just let it repeat as well. So 0256 come out in the next freaking month, June 24th, 2025. And the only thing it did is repeat it, right? Let's look at it one last time. Okay, so it was Tuesday, June 24th, 25, and it was the evening number 6052. And then when it came out, okay, I think it was the evening number as well, right? That was even number 2056, July 28, 2025, and it was even number, my friend. So those was a repeat number, not a one up and one down system, but a repeat number. Nevertheless, this is always great too, as well. You know, repeat numbers is good, as well as the one up and one down system. That makes it even better for us, because then we don't even have to even change the numbers to one number up or down. But our system is about one up and one down, because most of the time that's what they're going to do with our numbers. Thank you for coming to the Quarry Lottery Man Show, and come again when you can. Thank you.